All right, family, we're back. Bash, my mellow. I'm thinking about NWA now. Damn. All right, fam. That found the fuck 'em and flee. I'll think about that right quick. Shit. Hey, keep that disclaimer. I would say confession. Keep that disclaimer.
The information provided on Clarion Confession for general information purposes only. The written badge I make no representations or warranties regarding the accuracy, completeness, or reliability of any content. It relies you place on such information is at your own risk. We ain't damn responsible. Yeah.
Yeah, that part. All right, man. Man, let's get into it, man. What up, Ren? What up, Bash? I heard that y'all are closing in on 100 episodes. Damn, that's what I'm talking about. They listening. I can't.
Yeah.
Hey, salute to y'all for the longevity of your show. You ain't lying. 100 episodes. Damn that. Damn. I ain't think about that. All right, let's go, man. All right. But after 24 years in the classroom, my job then changed. The relationship between the parents, students, and accountability did. More educators are reporting burnout, not just from the workload, but from a shift where discipline is questioned and authority is challenged and responsibility is often redirected. When every issue becomes a debate, teaching becomes less about education. Let me repeat. Let me do that. Let me say that line again. When every issue becomes a debate, teaching becomes less about education and more about managing a conflict. At the same time, parents today are more involved, more productive, more vocal than ever, which can be powerful is balanced and disruptive and when it's not. The real question is, she said the real question isn't who's to blame. It's whether the system still works when everybody is defending and no one is aligned. That's why I'm hanging it up after 24 years. I got into it to impact the kids, but as years went on, parents do not parent anymore. I'm hanging it up after 24 years. I would rather work at a grocery store than get demeaned by a parent because their kid is talking and won't shut up. Wow. See? That's all I can say. See? That's all I can say. See? See? What you got, man? What you got?
Yeah, I'm always tell you about mental health, man. So basically, you need to protect your mental health, man. So you gotta do what you gotta do at the end. If it's getting that point where we up in age and you coming to work, you ain't having fun at your job, then it's time to do something else and just go home and chill out, man. It's the same thing like me coaching little league football. I ain't having fun. So like I said, when I stop having fun, I'm stop coaching. That's it. If I ain't having fun, I'm stop coaching. I told everybody when I stop having fun. And so, once I stop having fun, that's it for me, man. So if you're not waking up in the morning like I'm going to work, instead of waking up in the morning like, damn, I'm going to work, it's time to do something else. It's time to do something else. So, shout out to her. Fine, protect your peace at all by any necessary. So hope you find that peace.
Man, first of all, let me back up. Man, shout out to this person, first of all, for even lasting 24 years in the education system. Just being honest. Shout out to you for lasting 24 years in the education system. And I get it. The burnout is real when parents don't want to parent. You know what I'm saying? When parents don't want to parent, you got some parents that their kids can't do no wrong. They kids can't do no wrong. And then you got some parents try to tell you how to do your job. I had, well, that was on the Ren and BJ show. I had that happen last year. Parent gonna try to tell me how to do my job. I simply told her, put your foot in my shoe, let me try on your boot and run it in reverse. And then you tell me at the end of the day, can you do this shit 187 days, 187 days out of the year? You wouldn't last 2 weeks in my class. You wouldn't last 2 weeks. So where's the accountability? You know what I'm saying? Where's the accountability? You know what I'm saying? When everything is a debate instead of teaching, you know what I'm saying? I remember, the math teacher was telling me the kid trying to tell him how to solve the math problem. Like, how can you tell me how to solve a math problem when you don't even know multiplication? But you trying to tell me what's right and what's wrong. And you know what? Let me go a step further. I hate to pull the RC bash. I hate to pull the RC race card. I hate to pull the race card. But it's true.
Okay.
More black teachers are hired to handle black kids. Just to handle black kids than hold on, let me say it like this. Black teachers are hired to handle black kids instead of hire them to teach them. It is what it is. Because I remember some years ago, we had the same debate on Facebook when I was on Facebook real heavy. I remember I said, I said something to somebody about put my homeboy, that he's a professor at UAB now, but when he was teaching math at Huffman, I said, put him in Mount Brook school system and bring that teacher from Mount Brook to Huffman and watch how he flourish and watch how that teacher quit because she can't handle those kids. He or she can't handle those kids. Watch how he flourish. I said, we spend most of the time in the class period, sit down, shut up, be quiet. Sit down, shut up, be quiet. Sit down, shut up, be quiet. Now you got the class settled. You ain't got but like 15, 20 minutes to teach the lesson. So yeah, if you doing that repetitively, I hope I said that right. Shit, my tongue heavy as hell. But if you keep doing that day in and day out, year in and year out, yeah, that burnout gonna come. Teachers are not lasting 30 and 40 years anymore. Man, teachers are getting their 20, 25 in and they gone. Now they working part-time at Publix, Walmart, or Sam's and still getting that retirement check on the side. They just working just to stay busy. So the burnout is real, man. And what'd you say? Mental health?
Mental health, bro.
Mental health. And I used to think that was a cop-out, dog. I used to think saying mental health was a cop-out. Nah, that shit real, man.
No, man.
That shit real.
No, man.
That shit real.
That shit real, dog.
Like, you need a day or two just to detox and hit the reset button.
And that's with anything.
Yeah,
even with coaching.
Yeah. 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 So, hey man, shout out to that teacher. First of all, again, congratulations on you even staying in that education field for 24 years. I know times have changed.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And be honest, technology changed the world. You know what I'm saying? And, and before I get off into that, man, I was talking to somebody the other day about I don't let kids use iPads in my room. We straight reading and writing. You remember when the iPad first came out,
Yeah.
everybody was pushing students to the computers, to the iPad. This is going to be the way of the world. Now, school systems are going back to opening the book, reading and writing. Now they want you to have less time on the damn computer. I like, oh, how soon we forgot when y'all pushing these goddamn computers on the students. Now they having too much screen time. You want to take it away from them. Anyway, I just wanted to get that off. This Classroom Confession segment was brought to you by nobody like Keith Sweat. Nobody. Send your classroom confession to DJWREN and the number 44 at Gmail. And that's DJ Ren 44 at gmail.com. DJWREN and the number 44 at Gmail. All right, man. You know what? I'm about to play the old school De La Soul. Me, myself, and I. Remember when that video was shot in the classroom?
Shot in the classroom.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out Mr. Box too, man. Shout out to the old school Box channel, man. I missed the guy. Ooh, that Box channel was hidden. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I'm getting to that old school De La Soul. Me, myself, and I, man. We come back. Hey, man, we got more content for you, baby.